Hello there! You are tuning to my YouTube channel, Matt Karit. For this video presentation, let us talk about the steps and hypothesis testing in one-tailed test. So without further ado, let's go to the problem. Okay, so our sample problem for this topic is the head of the math department announced that the mean scores of grade 9 students in the first periodic examination mathematics was 89 and the standard deviations was 12. One student who believed that the mean score was less than this randomly selected 34 students and computed their mean scores. She obtained a mean scores of 85. At 0.01 level of significance, test the students' belief. Okay, so our initial approach for this problem is to write the given before we proceed to the steps in hypothesis testing. Okay, so our given we have the population mean. This is our population mean 89. So next number is our population standard deviation. Population standard deviation. Okay, I forgot to write the population mean, which is 89. So next is our standard deviation is 12. Next, this number 34 refers to our sample size, our n, that is 34. So next, you can determine if the number is population or sample mean. Okay, so our sample mean in this problem is 85. Our clue is randomly selected. Okay, so that is our clue that this number 85 is our sample mean. And another keyword is the less than. Less than signifies a one-tailed test. Okay, so let us now proceed to the steps in hypothesis testing. So step 1, state the null and alternative hypothesis. So our HO for null hypothesis, that is equals to 89, our population mean, and then our alternative hypothesis, it's a. So because of the word less than here, so our alternative hypothesis has a symbol of less than 89. Okay, so next, choose the level of significance. So we have 1.01 level of significance. So next, compute the test statistics. So because the sample size is greater than 30, we will use the z-test. So let us now fill up the formula. So our sample mean, which is 85, minus the population mean of 89, divide it by the population standard deviations of 12, divide it by the square root of sample size, which is 34. Okay, so next, let us subtract 85 by 89, that is negative 4. We have negative 4. Then solve muna natin yung denominator. Bring down muna natin 12 So let us find the square root of 34. Okay, so the square root is 5.8309. Okay. So tayo sa taas, negative 4, tas divide 12 by 5.8309, so that is 2.058. Okay, so next let us divide negative 4 by 2.058. The answer is negative 1.94. Okay, so that is the value of z-test. Okay, so next step is the determine the critical value or p value. So in the problem, our level of significance, which is equals to 0.01. So we will not divide this alpha by 2 because this is a one-tailed test or directional test. So we will just subtract it from 0.5. So that is equals to 0.49. Okay, so with the help of the standard normal table, we can find the critical value. So 0.49 is in between 0.4898 and 0.4901. So this is the okay, so we will get the average 2.32 plus dito sa 2.33 divided by 2. Hindi yata klaro yung 3. Okay. So 2.32 plus 2.33, that is equals to 4.65 divided by 2, that is equals to 2.33. Okay, 2.33. So I hope it is clear. Okay, so next let us plot it on the normal distribution. So we have here the negative 1 and the critical value of 2.33 is somewhere here, that is negative. This is the rejection region, the shaded area. Okay, so let us compare it with the value of z-test if it is falls on the rejection region or on the acceptance region. So our z-test falls on the acceptance region. So therefore, our decision is do not reject the null hypothesis because the z-test falls on the acceptance region. Okay, so our last steps is the draw a conclusion. So our conclusion in this problem, because the computed test statistics of negative 1.94 do not fall within the non-rejection region, do not reject the null hypothesis. Conclude that the mean score of the students in the first periodical mathematics examination is not less than 89. This result is considered to be significant at 0.01 level. Okay, so that is the steps in hypothesis testing in one field test. So until next video, thank you for watching.